Hi friends, and happy Sabbath! Today I'm going to tell you the story about Zacchaeus. I'm going to try to keep it quiet and as short as I can because people at home are asleep, including Lewis. He's fast asleep right now. So here is a board that says Zacchaeus. That's a funny name, right? Starts with a Z. I'll put that board right here. And here's a teacher that is going to be teaching us in the classroom. She has her little wand. And let's see here, we'll put a desk here, and then you have another desk right here, and we'll put a little chair here, and here are a couple of the students, like you guys, okay? All right, we're ready to learn about Zacchaeus. So here is Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was really short, and then here's someone who's taller, okay? So when Zacchaeus was in a classroom or outside, whenever he was behind someone who was tall, they were blocking his view, okay? So Zacchaeus was a really short and small person, but he had a very big job. He was a tax collector, and what a tax collector does is he collects money for the government. So your parents work and earn money, and then they give part of it to the government so that the government can pay for things like roads and schools and parks and pay firemen and policemen and hospitals. Okay, so Zacchaeus was someone who collected that money. Now, people usually didn't like tax collectors because they were taking part of their money, which is an important thing, but Zacchaeus actually would steal from them, and people knew that. Zacchaeus took more money than he normally should, and so he got really rich off of it. And one day, Zacchaeus heard that Jesus was going to come into town. Zacchaeus had heard that Jesus was a man who would be followed around by tons of people to listen to him talk and tell stories, teach people about God. And Zacchaeus was very interested because he heard that he was doing a ton of miracles and he was making people that were sick well again. Zacchaeus was a little bit worried because he knew that he wouldn't be able to see very well because everyone was just so much taller than he was. He started to ask people, "Can I stand on your shoulder? Can you hold me up so that I can see Jesus?" Everyone just kind of avoided him and didn't really talk to him, okay? So Zacchaeus was really sad. And what Zacchaeus decided to do was, he said to himself, "I really want to see Jesus. So since I'm short, I am gonna climb a tree and see if I can get a better view." So he climbed up on a tree, and then all of a sudden he was able to see everything that was going on, including Jesus as he was coming by. And as Jesus was coming by, he saw that a bunch of kids were there, a lot of animals, a lot of older people, a lot of people that were sick. Everyone was just following Jesus. He stood as tall as he could on that tree, but because he was just so high up, he was worried that Jesus might not see him. But do you think Jesus knew that Zacchaeus was in the tree? Yeah, he did, because Jesus knows everything. God knows everything about us, and he knows our hearts, okay? So when Jesus was passing by, he saw Zacchaeus and he said, "Zacchaeus, what are you doing in that tree? Come down. I want to eat dinner at your house today." When Zacchaeus heard this, he was so surprised because he knew that he didn't deserve to have Jesus come eat at his house. He knew that he was not a good person and that he had stolen money from a lot of people, and he knew that a lot of people didn't like him. So when Jesus asked him to come down from the tree, he came right down and he said, "Jesus, please do come and eat with me, but I am going to return all the money that I've stolen to all these people, and then some." And he said, "I'm sorry, and thank you so much for coming to eat at my house." So he invited Jesus and a bunch of people over to his house, and from that day on, he decided he was going to be an honest person and not steal from people, okay? So that's really amazing that Jesus was able to see that Zacchaeus knew that he was doing the wrong thing, but he was also sorry for it. So Jesus gave him the opportunity to make things right, okay? That's a great story, right? So our memory verse today is from John 8:29. I always do those things that please him. John 8:29. Let's do that one more time. Can you follow after me? I always do those things that please him. John 8:29. Good job. Thank you for listening and happy Sabbath.